We'll get to that in a minute. I wanted to talk about these climate articles. There was actually 3 big climate articles that came out this past week. I won't talk about the New York Times article because the New York Times is bullshit. I wasn't too impressed with the article talking about the desertification of basically like the Great Plains, the drought and whatnot. I didn't see that story picked up by anybody else though, so I'm not taking too much stock from that.
Yeah.
Obviously the Colorado River's fucked though.
I was just having an argument with somebody about this stuff. It's so depressing that it's even something that we're debating whether or not it's happening and not how quickly we should move towards a solution.
There was this Associated Press article talking about the NOAA released a new report. They said by 2050 the shorelines will be elevated by a foot. Parts of Louisiana and Texas will be 1.5 feet by 2050. But apparently the long-term effects of the sea level rise won't kick in until after 2100, and that's when all the ice melting now will kick in finally, because it takes a while for the water to warm up and expand. So that's when we're talking 8 to 10 feet type scenario.
Yeah, so what is that? It's like great-grandkids. Like, I'll probably never meet them. I don't give a shit. Who cares?
It's not. That's like your daughter, dude.
20, right, it's
80 years from now.
Okay, so she'll be like 90-something in 2100.
Yeah, but that'll be the new 50.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. Okay.
Peter Thiel's fixing all this aging stuff.
Well, I imagine if I work really hard, I'll be a billionaire by then, and she can go to the moon with Elon.
Right.
Yeah.
Obviously. You just have to work hard and apply yourself. That's it.
This is a meritocracy, James. That's how it works.
There was another article from, I read it on Science Daily. I'm not sure what the original source was. It is an article from the American Geophysical Union. This is research done. By 2080, 70% of the world's oceans could be suffocating from a lack of oxygen. So basically what happens is when the waters warm up, they can't hold as much oxygen. Because the colder the water, the more oxygen it holds. So by 2080, the middle layer where all the fish live will be running out of oxygen. I don't think that's good. I think we need fish.
Yeah, ideally. I think it also has to do with I guess the amount of water over the coral reef, and I mean I guess that's kind of the big part of it, right? It's once the slight temperature changes where the coral reef are, which I guess pull in most of the carbon dioxide. Actually, I should probably just shut up because I barely know what I'm talking about right now. Like half-remembered articles, but
the coral are dying from the acidification, I believe. But
yeah.
As far as oxygen production, algae and microorganisms in the ocean produce most of that.
But the acidification is a result of something
increased
like that.
CO2, increased CO2,
okay.
Carbonic acid, acidification. It's all connected for sure.
Yeah, and it's all, I guess, circular too. So this happens, which affects this, which causes more of this, which causes more of this, which, you know.
Well, I linked the article last week in the Reddit about the potential snowball effect happening with the methane levels. Methane levels, if you look at the graph, they're spiking out of control right now because of all the permafrost thawing out. And apparently a lot of this, the wetlands produce a lot of methane as well. And the more that it warms up, the more wetlands, the more methane. And it sort of could be a potential runaway effect here.
Yeah.
Pretty frightening, man.
And then all the permafrost thaws, and then Putin's threatening to invade Alaska. Take Alaska back.